So after a fairly long hiatus, finally back up here in North Wales, starting work again on my Slate City project. It's been way too long, but managed to sneak away for a couple days and got the large format camera and a couple locations to visit. But specifically today, the plan is to head out to this old quarry that's been on my list for a very long time now. It's got a fascinating history and a lot of interesting elements to it. This is the Gorseddau Quarry. There's also a mill down at the bottom I'm going to check out after, but just start my walk here, gonna head out and just roam for the day, make some images, get back into the swing of things. All right, so I just took a little bit of a detour and I'm up in what was actually the old village here. And like I said, the history behind this place is fascinating. So the quarry was built in 1855. This was during kind of the slate boom period up here in North Wales, which was between 1850 and 1870. But what makes this quarry a little bit different is that there was a lot of money put into it right from the start. So huge investment and some kind of grand and notable features, things that were different than other places. So for example, there's this giant curved retaining wall that follows the railway and it protected it from slate waste falling onto it. There was also the village itself, so there were 3 roads. I'm on one of them right now, and 18 pairs of cottages. Then there's the railway itself, which isn't uncommon. That's typically how they would transport the slate they would pull out of the quarries. But what's different here is they went and hired this very notable engineer to build the railway, a fellow named James Brenlees. He was known for building railways like the Sao Paulo. And then he also built the cutting shed down at the bottom, which is also a very grand structure. So just no expenses spared, but regardless of all of that, the quarry only operated until 1867. That's when it closed and was last used, so just over 10 years. And it's hard to believe, with the amount of time and money, energy put into this place, its impact on the landscape, which is still very much visible, that it was only around for a short period of time. So a unique one, and I think an important one to photograph. So just getting up to the quarry here now, and this is up to the big curved retaining wall that I was talking about. Pretty impressive once you get up close. I'll tell you what, the size of these pieces and what it would have taken to put this together. And like I said, this was here to stop the big waste tips above from spilling onto, I guess, this section of the railway here. Yeah, never seen anything like this at any of the other quarries I've been to yet. Pretty impressive. Gonna be interesting to photograph though, so I'm gonna set my gear down, see if I can finally get set up for the first shot of the day. Okay, so I think I found something here. Roamed around for a little bit, but I'm on the 105, nice and wide. And I'm gonna shoot 2 frames, so 1 landscape, 1 portrait style. It's a bit of a challenging scene to frame up with everything upside down and, the wall being curved and stuff, but I think I found something I liked. I'll grab the camera and I'll show you under the dark cloth. Okay, so this is what we're working here. Like I said, 105, and I have the wall on the left-hand side of the frame, kind of filling most of it, and then what I like is you can see where the tracks used to be along the rail bed, and then you have that building in the background that they kind of carry you into. So yeah, we'll see. I really don't know what to think of this one. I think I like it, but it is a tricky one to frame up with the 4x5 camera, just with how it's all laid out. So we'll shoot it and we'll see how it looks. Try and do this while that sun's poking out a little bit. All right, so I have the film. So I'm gonna shoot another one here. I'm actually gonna go portrait orientation, right, getting kind of near the end of the wall, but this is the most extreme part of it yet, where it's almost kind of curving right over my head. It's pretty wild. So I'm gonna do this, stay on the 105, and then I wanna get up in that quarry, see what it looks like. Okay, gonna meter and shoot. It's worth mentioning shooting HP5 today, which is my go-to for this project. I'm gonna stop way down for this one because I have this wall pretty close. My foreground. I'm gonna go f32 and it's giving me a 15th of a second. That's two. Very curious to see how both of these are going to turn out, but I mean, it's an incredible feature, I'll tell you what. Like I said before, 12 years, you know? It's amazing that this was only in operation for 12 years. Just even with, you know, the scale of this, what went into it. Anyways, gotta get moving. Let's go check out this quarry. We'll get back to the video in a second, just have to take a quick break here to talk about the sponsor today, which is Squarespace. So I've been using Squarespace for the past 5 years now for my own photography website, and what I love is how easy it is to build, maintain, and upgrade a professional looking site. As an example, if you're looking to build one of your own, you can get started with one of their pre-made templates or even use something like their blueprint builder. And from there, they have an endless list of tools that help you grow your site with your business. Things like a wide variety of gallery styles to choose from, where you can simply click and drag to reorder and rearrange images. You can also add something like an online shop if you want to sell prints, books, and other things like that. Or even add a blog where you can start writing as a different way to connect with your audience. So check out squarespace.com today, sign up for a free 14-day trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can use my link below to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. So welcome to Gorseddau Quarry. This place is impressive, to say the least. Gonna need a return trip for sure, but I'm assuming this right here is the barracks behind me where some of the workers would have stayed, and then you have the incline, all the stepped levels, all the waste tips. It's a lot to see. So I'm gonna put the pack down, explore for a bit, find us a place to set up for the next shot. So you remember pretty quickly when you get out to these places how slow moving they are, just getting around, physically getting around the quarries, and then filming as well. So yeah, time's a ticking, but I did find a pretty interesting structure here. I'm up on like the first level, and I think this is an old blast shelter, this like beehive blast shelter. There's one way over there, a couple up on the hillside there, so there's actually quite a few. I've never seen this many in a quarry before. So I'm gonna set up, photograph this one, and then I'm actually gonna head over there. I think I wanna be there looking back at the quarry. It's pretty impressive though. Sorry, just came from down there. Almost had this top one, but got a little visitor. The sheep have taken it as their home. The view's getting pretty amazing from up here though. Incredible up here, just the different levels and all the slate and the walls and this view. So I'm going to set up really quick just because my batteries are dying, running out of light, and right now there's this like dark portion of clouds with a light strip beneath it, casting some amazing light on the lake. This view is pretty awesome, so I want to shoot this before that changes. So not much filming for this one. Just got to get the camera set up. Okay, so that's 5 images today. It has just absolutely flown by, I'll tell you what. Like I said, every time I come out here, I'm reminded how much time you need to properly explore places like this. It's around, I think, 5:30 right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pack everything up, hike back out, just because there's this cutting mill at the very bottom. It's like a kilometer past where I'm parked down the rail track. It's an incredible building. I definitely wanna make sure I have time to photograph it. So get down there before the light's all gone, and I'll pick things back up when we're there. So last stop on the tour today, this is the Gorseddau Slate Mill, and like I said, hard to pass this one up. It's a pretty incredible building, and definitely stands out in the landscape. And this is where all of the slate would have come from the quarry, and it would have been finished and then loaded onto rail and taken out to the docks to be loaded onto ships. But like I mentioned earlier, the building was designed by James Brenlees, who did the railroad as well coming out of the quarry. And from what I've read, it's a kind of a one-of-a-kind slate mill. Not many were this grand and this large and looked like this. So the fact that it's still here in the landscape and accessible is pretty amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna go off to the side where the original rail track is or was, and try and set up there, and then I think call it a night. All right, so just the one frame, and I think I'm gonna call it, partially because the light isn't coming out like I'd hoped, so the whole scene's pretty flat, but also just because I'm completely exhausted from today. But what a place. Overall, pretty good day. Little run of images there at the end, and very excited to see how these turn out. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this one. Just want to say thank you as always for watching, and see you soon with another video.